Hey, welcome back to my channel after a very long hiatus. I just wanted to get on here today and chat a little bit with you all since it's been close to 7 months since I filmed a video. I just want to play with a little bit of makeup. Catch up a little bit. I miss you all so much. I miss playing with makeup just for the sake of playing with makeup. You all would be so proud of me. Over the last year, I have really just used what's in my collection. I'm hardly buying anything. While that makes me a little sad inside because I'm not trying products, which I really love doing, I've saved a ton of money doing that. If that's the kind of content you're into these days, just learning new ways of using things, getting use out of what's already in your collection, then this is the place for you to be. I miss my community. I hope you guys have been doing well. Leave me some info down in the comments. How have your lives been lately? What are you guys into? What are you watching? What makeup products are you all into? Let's just get into the video. So we're going to start off with the primer that I absolutely love. This is the Smashbox, I almost said Oil and Shine Control. That's what it used to be called. This is the Photo Finish Control Mattifying Primer. They no longer have the OG Oil and Shine Control. There is a difference between the two. I like the older one a little bit better. However, this is the second best alternative since you can no longer buy that one. So I'm going to get this on and then we'll continue along. So you all might be wondering, where have you been, Michelle? Or some of you, maybe this is your first time on the channel and you don't know that I've been anywhere. I just haven't been on YouTube. I've been just busy with life, doing the family thing and working. I started a new relationship about a year ago, so I've been doing that. And that's about it. YouTube has taken a back seat because YouTube takes up a lot of time. For anybody that didn't know, love it very much, but takes up a lot of time. So I had dyed my hair like a bright red. Really loved it, but God, is it a pain in the ass to upkeep. Red really does wash out so fast, and I couldn't keep up with it. So what better color than blonde? Because that's probably even worse to keep up with. I'm still using my beloved Becca Under Eye Corrector. This is one of the few products that I've continued to repurchase. I do have like 10 or so products that I continue to repurchase even though I have a lot and I don't really need to purchase anything. There are certain things that I can't live without. The primer that I just showed you is one of them. The Becca Under Eye Corrector is another one of those. So, what is new? Well, I moved, for one. So I'm filming in a different location. And let me tell you, setting this up today was a real pain in the ass. It was not easy to do, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about this in the future because in my old place, I was able to leave my filming setup up because it was just me. I didn't care if there was filming equipment everywhere. It didn't really matter. And as much as my boyfriend tells me he doesn't care, when he sees the setup today, he just might because it takes up the entire room. It's a lot. So I'm thinking of maybe trying to set this up in a separate space, like in a garage or somewhere like that, where I can just leave it up. Because that is the biggest deterrent when it comes to me filming. If I have to take it down and set it up after every time I want to film a video, then I just won't film because it is so time consuming. Okay, that just does a good job of canceling out the bags and the darkness underneath my eyes, so that's why I continue to use that. For the face, we're going to use the Tarte Found Sealer. It's just a little sample size that I have, but I actually really like this. It's just not super long wearing on oily skin, so it'll last me probably 6 hours or so, and then it has to come off. But I'm not going to be wearing it longer than that today anyway, so that's what we're going to use today. I've been thinking about buying the new Huda Beauty, what is it called? Their new Airbrush foundation. I've seen like mixed reviews on it, I guess, and I don't watch a whole lot of makeup content anymore unless there's something specifically that I'm looking into buying. And again, I'm not doing that much anymore, so I'm really not watching makeup content. But thinking about buying that. If anybody's tried it, let me know. Let me know what you think. I've gotten rid of a lot of foundations, stuff that I knew I wasn't using and that I just got tired of holding on to just because I might use it one day. No, I'm not going to. And it was just taking up space. So I'm telling you, you all, if you've been here for a while and you know my habits, you'd be very proud. You'd be very proud of the stuff I haven't been buying and of the stuff I've gotten rid of. I did start doing like more decluttering and I just haven't edited that footage yet, but I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff. And I've used even more than I've gotten rid of, so I'm very proud of myself. I really don't do my makeup other than to go to work. I mean, occasionally when I'm off, I will, just if I'm going somewhere. But I really don't do makeup like I used to. And it makes me really sad because it's such a stress reliever for me. I've always said that. And it's fun. It's a way for me to be creative. I just don't do it enough anymore. It takes up time. And it eats into stuff, you know, other things that I want to do. I saw some people talking about the new One Size foundation. Has anybody tried that? And if so, what are your thoughts? Because I know it's like super full coverage, and I don't do as full coverage as what I used to. I know, I'm not really sure what's been happening to me here lately, but I've been thinking about picking that up. So if you've tried it and you enjoy it, let me know how you like it. But see, it's got a really nice kind of glowy, I don't want to say natural coverage. Foundation very seldom looks natural, but I feel like it looks nice. Next things I'm going to go into is concealer. So I've got my all-time favorite, the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have purchased this so many times. It just does wonders underneath of creasy under eyes because that's what I have. I'm almost 41. I've got the crow's feet. I've got the wrinkling. It's very full coverage, but it's not cakey and heavy. I really love this. And then I also I did recently buy this because I got suckered in. This is the Tarte Creaseless Creamy Concealer. Not a huge fan. This stuff is kind of drying, but I'm determined to get some use out of it since I spent my money on it. So we're going to use it today. I'm going to mix it with the NARS concealer. I feel like I need to scoot a little closer maybe. There we go. Is that a little bit better? So, what is new? Well, we recently moved out of the haunted house that I was living in. If you've been here for a while, you've probably seen that video where I talked about how I thought my house was haunted and how I had a really creepy experience with a doorbell. I'll try to link it above so you can check it out. Not cool, but happy to be moved out of that place. Excited to be into our new place. So that was a big change and took some planning and some time, and it was a very busy month of August, and well, the summer was very busy, let's just put it that way. But we made it happen, and we're in our new place, so I'm excited about that. I just have to figure out logistics in terms of filming because I haven't figured that out yet, and I don't think the setup I have right now is going to work. If I can remember to, I'll insert a picture and you'll see why. I don't think I can leave this up. It's very invasive, the whole setup. God, I almost don't even know what to talk about just because I'm so far removed from like the makeup scene. I'm not even sure what to talk about. I just know that I really miss you all. I have this core group of subscribers here that I'm really close with, and we'll chat on Instagram, we'll chat in my comments. You all, follow me in both places. People that have been here for a long time. I'm going to powder, by the way, with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Setting Powder. It's not my absolute favorite. Ever since I've found the Huda Beauty Setting Powder, I fell in love with that and I use it all the time. So this one I use when I'm out of my Huda Beauty. So I've already ordered the other stuff. It's on the way. That is one that I will continue to order over and over again. But the Fenty's not my favorite, but it's kind of what I'm working with. I just feel really lost in what I'm talking about because, again, like I said, I'm so far removed from the makeup scene. I don't know what's popular anymore. I don't know, like, what those viral products are, what everybody's using. You know what I am really sad about? I'm really sad that eyeshadow has taken, like, a major back seat, not just in mainstream, but, like, with me specifically. I can't tell you the last time I wore eyeshadow. And I've got over 200 eyeshadow palettes in my collection, so it's just stupid that I don't make the time to wear eyeshadow. It's just collecting dust. And I love that aspect of makeup. It's so much fun. It's where the creativity really starts to flow when I start messing around with eyeshadow because it's, you're using color and technique and it's just fun. But eyeshadow is not, it's not what it used to be. Not here on YouTube or on TikTok. Or just in general, in mainstream beauty culture, eyeshadow has taken a back seat, and it makes me sad. I feel like I got a little blotchy right here. Maybe it's just the lighting, because up close in the mirror, it doesn't look that way. But these days, I keep it really simple in terms of makeup. I do my primer that I showed you. I'll do usually like the Misha BB cream, or I'll use the Orborian BB cream. Very seldom do I go into like heavy full coverage foundations anymore. I just think it's so much easier to use one product. I typically would mix together 4, 5, 6 foundations, like as a cocktail, and I would do that all the time. But that's because I had 80 foundations in my collection and I kind of wanted to get through them. I don't really do that anymore. I kind of just stick with one product. For time's sake, it's just a lot easier. I can't tell you the last time I used like a cream bronzer or a cream blush. I love those. It's just easier to use a powder and just be done with it. So, you see what I mean? Like, it doesn't look super heavy. It just looks, in my opinion, it looks nice. It just evens out my tone a little bit. And I like adding the powder to it. For one, it's going to make it last a lot longer because I'm super oily. But two, you know, it just looks nice in my opinion. All right, that's a little bit better. Got the foundation off my lips. I don't like foundation lips. It's not a good look for me. All right, moving along to bronzer. I still wear bronzer. I just think it adds some warmth to the face, some depth. So I picked this one up from Physicians Formula. It's their Butter Glow Bronzer slash Blush. And it's actually really nice. It has this pinky hue to it. And I kind of like it. So I've been using that a little bit. I don't really do makeup the way I used to. I don't want to say I keep it minimal because I absolutely do not keep it minimal, not compared to most people anyway. I like the process of doing it and, you know, trying different products, whatever, getting a little glam, but I definitely don't wear all the kind of stuff that I used to. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I feel like our makeup styles change and evolve over time, but I do miss it. And I still go overboard on the bronzer. I mean, y'all have met me, so you shouldn't be too surprised. Do you see what I mean? This kind of has like a pinky hue to it. I just like it. And whenever I go overboard, I can just take the Hourglass powder and buff it out. And it helps. You know, I never really did make that transition over to TikTok. I really don't care for the short form content. Not for me. I like to talk too much. And it's not even just that. I just feel like the community and the culture over here on YouTube is different. I mean, I went a little bit overboard, I'm not gonna lie. So some of the things that I still splurge on. Perfumes. I have a handful of perfumes that I love and I cannot be without, which we'll talk about here in a second. The blush I'm going to use is the Buxom Wanderlust blush. This is an oldie but a goldie. This one's in the shade Mykonos, and it's just a really pretty pinky peach shade. I feel like it goes well with the hair color. So we're going to use that today. What was I just talking about? I don't remember. It's a shame. Oh, fragrances. So the few fragrances that I feel like I cannot be without are the YSL Mon Prairie. It's kind of like my signature scent. It just smells so pretty. It's got this really beautiful, like berry, kind of florally. Every time I wear it, I get compliments on it. It just smells really nice on me specifically. I've had a lot of people tell me that they wear it and it smells nothing on them like it does on me. Like in real life, I've had people tell me that. And I'm like, well, that's because our pheromones mix with fragrance and they smell different on everybody. So what works for you might not work for me and vice versa. This looks funky here. It's like it went on too heavy. So that one, the Valentino Donna Born in Roma. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. So I just ordered that one. I was out for a little bit and I just couldn't do it anymore. It smells so good. It's one of my favorites. So those are like, fragrance is probably the top thing that I'll splurge on in terms of spending more than I should. Makeup, not so much. Certain products, yes. Like the Huda Beauty setting powder is like $38, but it's the best setting powder that I've found, and it makes my makeup last all day, so I will splurge on that. I don't splurge on expensive eyebrow products anymore. You guys are probably shocked. I used to, but I currently have a drawer full of eyebrow products that I've been like using over the last 6, 7, 8 months. Refusing to buy, you know, a $20, $30 eyebrow pencil, and my eyebrows look about the same. So I'm not mad about it. It's saving me money. Maybe it's the lighting, because this looks really heavy here. Maybe I just did it really heavy because I'm very heavy-handed. We'll have to tone it down. It's fine. I'll do that now. As promised, the Veil Translucent Setting Powder from Hourglass is a good toner downer for people like me that are heavy-handed. It's got a sheen to it. It kind of blends everything together a little more seamlessly. So I just grab a really fluffy brush, tap it off, and just blend it. Smooth it out, blend it in, tone it down. It's very peachy. Not the powder, my face. Yeah, you see what I mean? How this side just looks more uniform, kind of blended in. And I've had this forever. It still looks like there's a decent bit left in it too, but that's really all I use it for is this. It serves its purpose. I'm so out of the loop in terms of makeup drama. Let me know what's going on nowadays. I just don't watch a lot of makeup content at all. I watch a lot of true crime because I'm a weirdo. But other than that, yeah, I'm kind of out of the loop. See, that's much better. Eyeshadow, I'm just not doing like that. And I really miss it. I want to get back into it, but it just takes so much time and effort. Like, I have to get up an extra half hour early in the morning if I want to do eyeshadow before work. So it's a commitment, and I'm just not there. I'm not there yet. I'm going to take the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is a product I've used for a really long time, and this is one that I'll continue to purchase. I got done saying that I don't buy expensive brow products anymore. I lied. I do buy this one, but that's because this has little fibers in it. I like what it does to give me shape, and to kind of fill in a little bit, to give me the ability to go back in with a pencil and kind of pencil in the brows. This is good for that. So I'm going to do that now. I don't typically do my brows on camera because I don't think anybody really cares to see it. But let's do it today. Why not? We're getting crazy with it. I used to really love the Huda Beauty Balm brows, but I just couldn't justify spending, $17, $18 on a brow pencil that has hardly any product in it. And I would go through one every 2 weeks. And I just think it's crazy to spend $40 on brow products. And just for the pencil. Like, I use a lot more than just a pencil for my brow routine. I use this. I use the pencil. I use a pen. So yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit more cost effective. And I feel like I've done a really good job. And they don't look all that different. To be honest, I've been trying to make them look a little less, I don't want to say less structured. They still look pretty structured, but just a little different. And I'm not really 100% pleased with the tone of this one, especially with the blonde hair. It's a little dark, but I'm not going to buy another one until I run out of this one. I'm proud of myself, for real, because it was nothing for me to, oh my goodness. Anytime new releases came out, I was on top of it. I was constantly scouring the new release pages and the videos and looking at discount sites and, I mean, all of it. It was an obsession. So I'm proud of myself. I don't do that anymore. I buy what I need. I repurchase the staple products in my routine. And every now and again, I'll get a wild hair and want to try something. But it is not like it used to be. So I've come a long way, folks. A long way. I just have other things I want to buy now. Like, I would love to be able to buy a house in the next few years. And if I'm spending all my extra money on makeup, then that's just not going to happen. So I'm trying to be smarter and more mature in that way. Have real goals and, be financially wiser than I was. So, oh, by the way, I'm using the Ferocious Brow Pencil. This is from, I think, the Balm. It is. And this is the shade Light Brown. I'm only using this because it was already in my collection. And again, I'm trying to go through what I have. It's hard to switch your mindset like that to going from gotta have all the new stuff, need to have all these certain things, and then going to, I'm just going to use what I have. It surely isn't as satisfying, but I feel like in the long term it's going to pay off. Have any of you all exclusively switched to TikTok? Like, you're barely ever on this platform anymore? I've really thought about it, trying to get into it. I just can't. It's just not my jam. I want to talk to you all. I like to run my mouth. God, this looks questionable. So the next portion in this brow routine is just adding brow strokes with a pen. And I picked one up from Ulta. That was very inexpensive. This one's from NYX. It's the Lift and Snatch. This one is in caramel. I tried to get something a little lighter to go with the blonde. Still not 100% pleased with the tone, but it's better than a dark brown. So that's what we're working with. And I just add hair strokes in the front, all throughout. And then I go in with my Lime Crime Bushy Brow. And this one is in Brownie. My boyfriend just got home. Wait till he sees the setup. Oh my God. Leave it up, he said. It'll be fine, he said. Come in. Yeah. I told you. Hold on. We'll just leave it set up, right?
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, absolutely. I like the light there.
Yeah,
I don't know where you're going to sleep, though.
Every time I do my brows, I feel like I'm losing my touch. It's always a struggle when you have 5 brow hairs that you're trying to work with. All right, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna attempt to do my eyeshadow after very many months of not doing so. I really love using the NARS Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. This stuff is really, really nice if you have oily eyelids like I do. Eyeshadow just blends really nicely over top. It stays on for a long time. It's great. And then for the eyeshadow palette, so Alter Ego has been sending me eyeshadow palettes for quite a while now, and I'm not filming. And I feel like a turd because if they're going to send me PR, I really should be at least trying it out and using it. So I have the Daylight palette, and I believe this is their rendition of the I Need a Nude from Natasha Denona. So we're going to use that today. Why not? And I do have a discount code with them. It is affiliated, which means I'll earn commission if you guys use it. I'll link it below. No pressure. If you want to buy it or something else on their site, great. If not, great. Whatever y'all want to do, I just feel like I'm doing them a disservice for them to continue to send me PR and me not using their things. And this is a really beautiful neutral palette, so why not? And because I haven't used it yet. This is going to be a very simple look. We're not going all out today with the cut crease and all the crazy theatrics. It's just going to be a very neutral, simple look just to do it. So I hope y'all are cool with that. I really miss doing eyeshadow. It makes me excited when I look at my collection because I have so much in terms of like to choose from. I have just about anything anybody could ever want in terms of eyeshadow. And it just doesn't get used. It just sits there all sad, feeling neglected. I gotta do something about that. We need to bring eyeshadow back, y'all, because it's not the end thing anymore. And it makes me very sad, considering. You know what else I haven't really been wearing that much of? Highlighter. I don't know why I said it like that. That's also something that's, I feel like has kind of fallen off a little bit. But maybe I'm wrong, since I don't really watch makeup content. Maybe I'm way left field with that. Speaking of left field, I went to my first baseball game. I've never been to like a live sports game before other than high school games. So it was a lot of fun. Would definitely do it again. This is just a very pretty neutral color story. The only thing, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you, that I'm not like over the moon thrilled about when it comes to Alter Ego palettes, and that's because this is a very affordable brand, and you know, they're using affordable formulas to make the palette affordable. Their shimmers are not my absolute favorite. The mattes are beautiful. They blend beautifully. I don't ever have any issues, but I am a sucker for a very metallic shimmer, for a very statement shimmer, and I don't really get that from their palettes. But, you know, I try to temper my expectations with palettes like this because they are so affordable. I'm going to go in with the shade Fresh. It's this peachy shade up here. I just want to put something on the eyes, and I kind of just don't want to waste time because I've got dinner waiting on me here soon. I also had Sigma reach out to me and ask if I was okay with them sending me PR. And listen, I'm not trying to act holier than thou or like I'm better than any other creators, whatever, but I don't feel right about accepting PR from companies when I don't know if I'm going to be filming with it. Like, it makes me feel some type of way. And the only reason why I wouldn't film with it is because I haven't been filming, period. So I haven't responded to them yet. Should I? Should I respond to Sigma? Should I allow them to send me PR so I can film with it? Because I think I want to. I feel like maybe if I did that and I put myself out there a little bit and I knew that I was getting product to film with, then I would force myself to film. And I do like Sigma Beauty. They have a lot of nice products. Specifically, I like their brushes. I do have some other eyeshadow palettes as well, and they work fine. They're beautiful. People don't typically use eyeshadow palettes like they used to, or at least most people don't. But I do really enjoy their brushes. Doing the same over here. My eyes keep getting more and more hooded, which I guess that comes with age. I've never had any kind of injections, Botox, or lip filler. I mean, you can see this line is crazy. I've never had anything, so this is all natural. And you know, I'm not going to lie, the older I get, the more I think maybe, I don't think I would do lip filler, but I've absolutely thought about Botox. And I've said that here before. But the older I get, the more I think about it. I think I would like that. Because these forehead wrinkles, whoo boy, they are legit. I might build up in that crease with the shade Embrace. It's that deeper orangey shade. I'm going to really deepen up that crease. Right where the hood is. So what have I not talked to you all about? Oh my goodness. You know what? I guess a lot has happened since the last time I filmed. Not only did my significant other and I, we moved in together with my kids, but something else, my youngest two, their father passed away a few months back, which was really hard, is really hard. So we've been trying to navigate that as well. It's been really rough on my youngest two. You know, lots of changes here lately, moving, that happening. My daughter restarted school, so she's going to school nearby where we live now and trying to get back in the groove of that. My middle child turned 18, which is crazy to me. My oldest is about to turn 19, is about to turn 21, and I'm about to be 41. A lot has happened. I'm way out of practice with the eyeshadow though, for show. I'm gonna take this Glam brush. I'm not sure who makes this. It's their 119. And I'm going to dip into Lucid. Lucid is this gray shade. Gives some smoky depth to this look. Ooh, okay. I think this blending brush is a little too detailed. I think I might just slap a shimmer on that and just call it a day. How about, I have this one, which that's nice. We've got the orange one. I think I like this one better. Or we've got, they're just very powdery. We're going to go with this one and see what happens here. Maybe I should put down like a glitter primer. And that's not awful. I don't hate that. I wanted to keep it simple, and I feel like I did an okay job of that, you know? Not terrible. I'm using the shade Mist, by the way. That's this one right here. Listen, if you're balling on a budget and you like eyeshadow and you're not real concerned about like name brand, Natasha Denona, and Pat McGrath and all that stuff, and you're just looking for a decent eye look, there's nothing wrong with some Alter Ego, okay? Like I said, it blends fine. My only critique is that the shimmers are not quite what I'm used to, because I'm used to the outrageous, like Terra Moons and Davina and all those other ones. I feel like I need to tap down something on that outer corner though, so I'm going to take a little bit of that Lucid shade, that dark gray, and we're just going to do like this. And then I'm also going to tap down some of that orange. I kind of like it to blend a little bit, you know? I'm going to tap some of that on the lower waterline just to kind of make it complete here. And we're about done with this eye look. I'm going to throw some mascara on. Ooh, why do I feel like this is the exact same eye look that I did in the I Need a Nude video? It may be the exact same look. If it is, oh well, you're getting a double feature, I guess. I added some of the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Honey Dude, which is just like a peachy shade. Now I'm going to go in with my Benefit Roller Lash. This is a staple mascara. I use it all the time. My daughter's also obsessed with it. And I probably need to buy a new one because it's kind of old. But we're going to throw that on the lashes to complete the look. Maybe I'll put on a nude lipstick and we'll be finished. This is the absolute fastest I've ever filmed a video. I'm not really sure why or how, but I'm here for it. Let me see if there's a corner highlight I can pull from this palette. We can take Daytime, or I'm sorry, not Daytime. It's called Divine, and it's this pinky shade, but it's got a lot of iciness to it, so I'm going to put that in the inner corner, I guess. Gotta have something to draw attention there. It just pulls together an eye look, in my opinion. Yeah, like look at that. Not bad, Alter Ego. I kind of feel like I need to throw in a highlight real quick. This is getting out of control. Alright, I'm going to take this highlighter from MAC. It's called Show Gold. It's one of their Extra Dimension Skin Finish highlighters. It's really pretty. It's this pinky orangey highlight, and I kind of like it. So throw that on the cheekbones real quick. Ooh. Yeah, that's where it's at. We're not going to do like lip liner and the whole nine. I'm going to take Kinda Sexy from MAC. And it's a lot easier to do when you have a lip liner. This is kind of difficult. I mean, I don't hate it. It looks a lot brighter on camera though. Like it's a lot more orangey on camera, and in person it's a lot more muted. Okay, so this is the finished look. I'm just using some stuff from my collection. I had a good time just playing with makeup today, catching up with you all. I've really missed chatting with you guys. Remember to leave me some feedback down below. Let me know what you guys have been into. Who have you been watching creator-wise? Makeup content creators, I would love to know. I'm trying to get back into the scene a little bit. I'd love to try some newer products. What have you been trying? What have you been loving on? Let me know what you'd like to see from me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye.